This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
God morgen, god ettermiddag og god kveld. I am Mackley Ramirez live here in Oslo, Norway.
And I'm brother Dominic Palerasio, also here in Norway.
And you're watching Northern Europe Chronicles. So, date and time check. It's now currently 9 p.m. here in Oslo. And in the Philippines, it's 3 a.m. So those who are watching, listening, thank you so much for watching our show. I will make sure that we will have a great time and fun and lovely broadcast. So what can we expect, Dominic?
What to expect
Yes.
tonight? We have a very packed broadcast tonight. Very fun. We will strive to make it fun.
Yes.
But our topic discussion tonight is Stronger Together, Building Bonds in a New Country. Also, after that, we will have Let's Sing and Dance. We will sing and dance.
Sing and dance, yes.
We will watch a video of our performances from our brethren here in Northern Europe. Also, after that, we will have Let's Learn.
Let's learn. What language?
Uh,
You know?
Norwegian.
Norwegian? Oh, exciting.
Because we are in Norway broadcasting, naturally, we will learn Norwegian.
Yes, I'm excited for that, actually. So, we also have our guest here, actually. I think it's time for us to introduce them.
Yeah.
So let's start with Catherine. Are you here with us?
Hello, good evening. My name is Catherine Doria from the local congregation of Katowice. I'm holding an office as Head Secretary, Penima President, and LORC. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much for joining us,
Thank
Catherine.
you. What about Lucky?
Hi, everyone. My name is Lucky from the local of Oslo East, Norway, and I am a secretary and a finance officer.
Yeah, and welcome tonight.
We're so lucky that you're here.
Here.
So it's gonna be a fun broadcast. So we're also glad to have our sister there in. Let's see, Glads.
Glads.
Can you introduce
Hi,
yourself?
everyone. I'm Gladys Borbe from Mundalen GWS in Norway, where I'm currently fulfilling the duties of a secretary.
Yes,
Nice to
from
meet you.
Norway.
Our
Thank you so much for
co-Norwegian.
joining. I was about to say Finland, but yes, it's from Norway. So thank you so much for joining us.
What about brother Judy or Judy? Hello po.
Hello, good evening to everyone. I'm Judy Lilagan from local congregation of Helsinki, Finland. I'm deacon to our group of service here in Oulu City, Finland.
Ayun. Welcome also to everyone. Once again to our topic discussion. Once again, it is Stronger Together, Building Bonds in a New Country.
Yes, and also feel free to join us in writing or commenting in our YouTube page so that you can also be involved and we can read your answers later.
What about what the topic? What do you understand about the topic? You can write your comments as we go along. But what do you think about our topic, brother? What do you understand about our topic?
I'm kind of excited to listen and to learn. I can't directly relate to it because I was born and raised here in Oslo, so I haven't really moved like permanently to a different country. So that's
Mm.
why I'm very curious
Mm.
to listen to our guests, including you as well,
But
because you moved here, right?
yeah, but not. It doesn't necessarily just apply
Mm-hmm.
to people who were born in that certain country, but also sometimes when you travel back to, for example, the
The
Philippines
Philippines,
for
yeah,
vacation,
yeah,
it's then a new country for you also. So
that's right.
it also applies to basically everyone when they travel or for work or for vacation. So yeah, just for everyone's information, I'm once again Dominic Valeracio. I was born in the Philippines, so till I was on lived there till I was 14 years old. So we moved in Norway together with the family in 2012, and the rest is history. And now I'm
You're now a
a
Buklod,
Buklod member
and you
and
also have
a baby girl.
shout out to Kilaya.
Shout out KM. Yeah, so let's go to our topic once again. Stronger together, building bonds in a new country. So I'm excited to hear what our guests their answers to our
Yeah.
questions. So maybe you can start.
Yes. I want to ask Catherine. So, why is friendship important when living far from home?
Yes, friendship is very essential when living far away from home because first off, you will be needing that kind of emotional support, by the way. They play
Mm,
the important role in our life and they act as a family too. And you happen that you'll be needing that kind of friendship that can provide practical help like guiding you on how to communicate, lifting you up, encourages you, and understand you as well. And that is everything. For example, for everyday matters like transportation, especially when you have just came to that country, you cannot do alone by all yourself at first. The kind of friend that you need that home away from home atmosphere. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I love that answer. Because moving to a new country, it's not that easy.
mm,
So it's natural that you feel all alone, that you don't know anyone yet. So
mm,
that's why having friendships, building bonds, and kind of having that support system
mm,
allows you to adapt a lot more effectively and better. And having that emotional support, as you mentioned, Catherine, is always a very nice thing and helpful when you're settling into a
mm.
totally different place.
When you're starting out,
Yeah.
yeah. What about I want to hear Lucky's answer. So the same. Why is friendship important when living far from home for you?
Yeah, friendship is important because your friends are basically your family when you're away from your own family.
Mm,
They provide you support and help in general, like just what like siblings do at home. So friendships makes you also less lonely and homesick, especially when you
mm,
have problems and or just you're just simply missing home, your family at
mm.
away. Mm.
Yeah, so exactly right, Lucky. Especially when you move from a different from your home country to a different country, whether for work or for whatever your purpose is. There's always a void because you're leaving your family behind and your friends. So from your home country. So whenever you have friends to the new country you're coming to, it fills the void you miss
Yeah.
already. So especially as you said, family is no friends are your family.
Yes. It becomes your siblings, as you mentioned, Lucky.
Yes. Mm,
So I'm very happy to hear that. It's kind of heartwarming that even though you're in a totally different place or different environment, the friendships that you build on, that you create, will help you and kind of be there to support you throughout your journey. And you've lived here like for how many years now, Lucky?
7 years.
7 years. Wow. It feels like you've been here all along from the start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flew by so
Yeah.
fast.
Mm.
I
Time
never, yeah, I can't remember the first time I've met you here in Norway. Always felt like you were just there. So
A part of the family,
part of it.
the Oslo family. Yeah.
So yeah. What about Glad's
Yes, they're in Mjøndalen.
Mjøndalen?
Yes, similar to what Lucky mentioned earlier, when you're far from home, friendship becomes your lifeline. It fills the gap left by family, familiar places, and even routines. Friends help you feel you seen, heard, and supported. Especially during the moments when you feel so lonely, or you're trying to culturally adjust. They remind you that you're not alone in this journey.
Wow, I love that answer as well. You feel seen, you feel heard. Those are very important things
Mm.
that you should feel as a human being in
Mm.
general. So, like having those relationships, those
Mm.
friendship that you can rely on,
Mm.
it's very helpful.
Es-
Very helpful moving to a totally different country.
Especially when you're new to a country
Mhm.
where you don't know you're not used to what the do's and don'ts yet, so you
Mhm.
have someone to tell you what's normal, let's say, to
Yeah.
do, so you don't feel awkward moving along with people.
Mhm.
So
And also the language barrier.
yeah,
You also have to
so
learn that as well.
so friendship is
Yeah.
important. um did we miss someone?
So we also have Judy. We also want to ask you that why is friendship important when living far from home?
Yes, friendship is important when living far from home, especially in Finland, because friends give me support, help, feel less lonely, and make it easier to adjust to the new place and culture.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes for everyone naman. We we have very similar answers to the question because um, it's basic friends are important, especially as we say moving to a new
Yeah,
country.
right.
Because you don't know anyone, so especially someone to rely on, whether it's emotionally or just tips to how you live, how to better start that new country.
Hmm.
Is especially better when you have a friend, because then you skip the unknowns.
Yeah,
You
right.
start immediately from a good foundation when you have friends
Mm.
or family.
Yeah, I'm now getting curious, Dominic. Who made you feel welcome when you moved here?
Oh yeah.
You remember that time? Let's go
Yeah.
back. Let's go
Let's
back
go
to
back.
2014, 2012,
2012.
2012. Wow.
So yeah, my mom was already here as
Mhm.
a nurse, so she was already living here 2 years. So actually, she was the one who made it easier because she already knew the things here in
Yeah.
Norway, but especially because we have family here
Hmm.
already. My uncle, my cousins, like brother or Andre,
Andre,
who was we met
shout out
here.
to Andre.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Tita Laila, to
So
the Palarasha fam.
so yeah, as we said, like family is the most important thing, or it helps you to adjust to a new country, and that's what
Hmm.
I felt. Also, it made
Yeah.
it really easy, especially in learning the language, because my cousins also still speak Tagalog,
Hmm.
so they can translate.
Way for you to communicate as well
Yeah,
instantly,
and
like
then
having that Tagalog.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
eventually we learn Norwegian. Then yeah, there's
What
history.
about friends?
Friends.
Aside from family, what about friends?
I mean, brethren in
Yeah.
the local
Hmm.
are friends. So our common friends, we grew up together, so it made it very welcoming.
Yeah, you slotted in very naturally in our group.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because of course my cousins
Yeah.
are already your friends, so it's really easy.
So to those who don't know, we already started dancing. I remember
Hmm.
we already started performing us our friend group there
Mhm.
in Oslo. So shout out to everyone,
When we were
to
younger.
our ates and kuyas.
Yep.
So yeah, thank you for answering. Thank you for sharing. That's always fun to go back to
Hmm. What
those
about you
days.
when you visit the Philippines, for example?
Philippines.
It's a new country for you. The first time. First time.
I'm gonna copy your answer because family, all of them, they're there in the Philippines. So
Mm.
meeting or having this kind of reunion, because it's not often that you see your family members, especially when they live far away
Hmm.
from Europe. So it's always a refreshing and heartwarming experience that you can see your lolos, your titos that you haven't seen
Hmm.
in years.
Yeah.
So it's always like it's a loud place, very high energy
Yeah.
and wholesome
Yeah.
to reunite
Mm.
actually with your family members and the brethren where you
Especially.
attend worship services.
Mm. Well, we can ask our guest
Yeah, let's
to
ask our
our
guest as well.
second question. Catherine. Catherine,
Yeah.
who made you feel welcome when you first moved?
Who made me feel welcome when I was first moved here. All I can say is from the selected friend, and majority was that is the came from, of course, the brethren, because being an INC is we have this characteristic that we always treat everyone like a family, and we always made sure that they always feel at home. Moving and working abroad is very wonderful, but it's very far from easy. It's like
Mm.
obviously you feel like blessed and grateful because you will be living your life that you have dreamed about, and to everyone else here that who has moved for a new country, I think I would say that we are all brave enough. And here's the fact also that change is very inevitable. Like when you move to a new country, there's a unique courage of moving into a new country because you have full of excitements, and you have this always positive mindset. And just like I keep telling myself before that, oh, I have a big world waiting for me out here, like that. And you are carrying a lot of courage in every decisions that you make, hopes and dreams, and then inside in your head, and then you will always keep asking God and praying to help you throughout, because the truth is, you will start building your life. You will start building your dreams from zero. That's all. Thank you very much.
Yes. So for you, it's the brethren who made you feel welcome when you first moved. So that's very, very lovely to hear
Yeah.
that our brethren there in Finland,
Mm-hmm.
right, are very welcoming.
Yeah.
So that's really nice to hear, Catherine. Yeah, but before we continue, I would like to read a comment that we received. Um, it's from Janice. She says, "Friendship with God is the truest and most faithful. Most faithful. He is always there to guide, protect, and strengthen you, no matter where life takes you." So, very well said,
Yeah.
Janice. That is very true, and we really are. We mean the same, especially our Lord God in heaven
Mm-hmm. Always there
is
for you. So
your number
yeah.
one friend,
Yeah,
basically.
as Catherine mentioned, that you pray to God for help and guidance, and at the end of the day, you're not really alone because God is always there to guide us and help us along the way as
Mm,
we do other stuff in our journey.
mm,
So we always have God to guide us, and
mm.
whenever we need help, He will always be there. So I wanted to ask Lucky actually, um, who made you feel welcome when you first moved here in Oslo?
Um, everyone in the local actually. Um, uh, Back then it's combined Oslo and Oslo East. So I cannot name a particular person because that was 7 years ago, and and you were just kids back then, joke
Yeah.
lang.
Not
We
to
still are.
Yeah,
Or I still still am. He's a bookload now.
yeah.
yeah.
But I could
Yeah.
remember that, yeah, you were smiling. Everyone was smiling and very hospitable. Yeah, everyone, they came and approached me, asked my name, and that was very heartwarming and welcoming. So the local of Oslo, Norway, combined Oslo East,
Mm.
welcomed me.
Wow. Oh,
Mm.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I was so hospitable and so welcoming that time, even as a kid. I'm joking. Yeah, it was. It feels like you've always been here, as we mentioned
Mm.
earlier.
Mm.
So it's always nice that seeing new faces. That's always an exciting time,
Mm.
especially for us who's been living here in
Mm.
this country.
Mm.
So meeting new faces always gets us excited, so we can build new friendships,
Yeah.
build new bonds, and that we can serve our Almighty God together and fulfilling our duties in the church.
Mm.
So thank you for the answer.
What about Glads? The same question. Who made you feel welcome when you first moved?
So the first time that I officially moved here in Norway was like 9 months ago. And the people who really made me feel welcome were the brethren from Yandalen. They greeted me with the warmth and helped me navigate in my daily life here. So they gave me tips on where to go, which shop or which shops to or which stores to shop so that it would be cheaper. So they've also invited me to meals and gatherings. So their kindness made me feel very that I belong, even in a place that I am completely new.
Yeah, like what we have talked about, that brethren or friends, family to a new country helps in adjusting, especially because they know already they have good tips in where to eat,
Yeah,
good restaurants, where things are
the
cheap.
best spots.
Yeah, so I agree. I agree. So that's the best, the go-to
Yeah,
to go to a new country is to ask your friends or family, or in this case, the brethren
the brethren. Yeah.
in the church. So that's very nice to hear. Once again, our common denominator in
Hmm.
all the answers are the brethren, and it's very good to hear that
Yeah. The brotherhood is
the
so
brotherhood is
strong
very strong
in
here
all the
in
countries here in Northern Europe.
Northern Europe.
So it's heartwarming, as you mentioned
Mm.
earlier. So we're also want to ask Judy, what about you? Who made you feel welcome when you first moved?
Yes, when I first moved here in Finland last October 2025, everything was new and it felt difficult to understand. I didn't know anyone and I often felt lonely. One Sunday, I decided to attend worship service in our local here in Helsinki. That's where I met the brother who encouraged me. There, I met brother Arman Balagaw, a deacon leader of our local church here in Helsinki, and our minister brother Alexander Batulan, who was the first great to during those times.
Wow. So shout out to our brothers there in Finland. So it's always nice
Mm.
that there are people to welcome you, accommodate you, and make you feel welcome, so that it makes you less lonely.
Mm.
Because it's not that easy, as all of our guests mentioned. You have to adapt. You have to learn a new language, or
Mm.
there's a language barrier. So having that presence, those uh, individuals that can help you along the way will always be helpful
Mm.
and support you in that journey.
Once again, the brotherhood
The
is strong.
brotherhood, it's so strong, and it's lovely to hear.
We'll ask a different question this time. Maybe we can start with Catherine once again. What have you learned from people of other cultures?
What I have learned from the people here in Poland, I think they are very warm and they respect your time actually. And value the family so much. They value the family's time, and as I have observed also that from them, the centrality of family is very different behind those reserved manners as Paul's people. You have this kind of solid and strong community ties. Like they have a strong bond. Like no matter what happened, we have each other. We protect each other. That kind of bond. That's I have learned from them that until up today. Thank you so much.
That's a really good and
Strong bond.
strong bond in the
A
family.
keyword.
Yeah, it's not. It's a positive
Yeah.
thing to learn,
Yes.
especially put in practice, especially in our own family.
Mhm.
Not only helps the family, but also in performing your duty
Your
when you
duties.
have good bonds inside, because you inspire each other.
Yeah.
Strong bond together performs.
It just spreads positive energy throughout, having that strong bond and that chemistry, and allows you to be kind of effective.
Mm,
It allows you to
it does.
work or move with your life in a positive manner,
Mm,
and always uplifts you kind of way, having
mm.
that
So
presence.
that's a good. That's a culture that Catherine learned
Yeah,
in Finland. So I'm
in
curious.
Poland.
Oh, in
Poland
Poland.
actually.
In Poland. Okay. So I'm curious to know Lucky's answer.
And she's not from Finland, okay?
Not from Finland.
Not from Finland.
Not from Finland. Finland. Oh, Norway this time. Norway this time.
Norway this time, yeah.
So let
So
me.
what have you learned from people of other cultures?
Yeah, what I learned from other culture, I think especially in Norway, it's important that their children grow independently. Like
Mm,
learning the simplest things, learning to put your clothes, tying your shoes at a very young age,
mm,
going to school, walking when schools are just nearby. I just remember back home when
mm,
I was in elementary, I think until high school. I actually had a service going to school, like a service one.
mm,
But that's
mm,
actually like a culture in the Philippines that we are very sheltered. And I
mm,
couldn't blame my parents for being a little protective because look at their daughter, Charot. But yeah, I think the independent thing, that's actually a good thing because learning independent at a really young age, when I will have my own kids, I think I would love also to give that little independence to them.
mm, mm,
Yeah, I love
To
that answer.
yeah,
Yeah, independence that the kids learn very early
mm,
on, that they should learn even quicker or kind of develop. As you mentioned, they're being sheltered there in the Philippines, kind of, which is also a good thing. But of course, it's a different culture here in Norway, so you kind of have to like observe and adapt to it.
mm.
And seeing it is kind of interesting, or like you get curious, right, Sister
Mm.
Lucky?
Do you agree with Lucky? Because
I
you
ag-
you
I agree
grew
with
up
everything
in
actually.
Norway. Do you
Yeah,
agree?
I'm kind of used to that, kind of, but it's kind of like a mixed situation for me having Filipino parents.
Mm,
So it's kind of a mixed thing,
mm.
but you also learned the different angles when it comes to raising up a child. So this is kind of relevant for you. So you're taking notes,
Yeah, because personally, I also like my kids, or yeah,
children.
to grow up independent. Because
Hmm.
I myself was taught the same way. So I think it's really important for them, not only for themselves, but how they take care of themselves with other people. Being independent, I think, is it teaches you how to build your life around a society
Yeah.
that that like society that we have, not only in Norway but in the world in general,
Hmm.
because the world sometimes yeah you, you
The
need
world
to be
sometimes. Yeah.
you need to be strong,
Yes, that's important.
independent is what I'm
And
saying,
having our Almighty God to help and guide
especially
us as parents
mm,
or as children. He will always be there to guide us in difficult
future
times.
parents.
It will take it will take a while. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you took me off, Dominic.
So very nice answer. Good to know that for Lucky is about being independent.
Yes, as the children when they
Yes.
how they raised them here in this country.
What about Glads?
Yeah, let's stay in Norway, but in Mjøndalen.
Mindal,
So Glads.
what have you learned from people of other cultures?
Yeah, in the 9 months that I've stayed here, I've learned that every culture has its own rhythm, values, and the ways of expressing care. Norwegian, for example, they may seem be reserved at first, but deeply but they are very caring and sincere. They are very respectful as well. So I've learned to appreciate the quiet moments, personal space, the beauty of nature, things that are deeply cherished here in Norway.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love that answer. Like the nature
Mm.
and that the respect, and yeah, it's normal that here in this country
Mm.
they're reserved. They like to respect the boundaries with people so that they don't overstep, kind
Mm.
of.
Mm.
And when you're a Filipino, you're like automatically engaged
Mm-hmm.
instantly. So you like to be close to the people,
Mm.
to your friends very quickly. So like it's kind of a nice way, a nice perspective to hear that it's also different in other countries, that we're not all the same, which also is a good thing.
Mm.
Do you agree with that?
Maybe also it engage or it uh, you get to learn how to more easily um maneuver with people
Hmm.
when you have, for example, the culture you grew up in and also their culture. Then you have more of a tool.
Yeah, increases your like toolbox kind of way
Yeah,
in how you
in
approach,
maneuvering, in how
in how to be a human being, kind of, or how you socialize.
or in gaining friends, especially in
Yeah,
the new country. So it's just it's a good thing also to learn other
new
people's
things. Yeah,
culture, new things.
yes. So what about you, Judy? What have you learned from people of other cultures, especially there in Finland?
Yes, I learned that we may be different, but we all want the same things: love, peace, and friendship. I learned new languages, even though the Finnish language is very difficult. Here in Finland, I push myself to learn it. I learned to listen, respect, and appreciate new culture, and I learned about different tradition. I have
Yeah.
learned that diversity is the source of strength. Its culture teaches them something valuable about patience, understanding, and unity.
Yes. Thank you so much for your answer. You know, learning a new language, you might feel kind of confused at first. Do you agree with that? It's not easy as
Mm.
you move into a different place, especially when I experience that, when I go on vacation. It's always kind of weird in a way where you can't communicate that easily or swiftly with other people, so you have to revert to English
Mm. Mm.
mainly. It's
Mm.
not everyone who speaks it in when I go to different places, but yeah, the language barrier is also a key thing
Mm.
that you just have to absorb
Mm.
and learn, kind of
Mm.
in this kind of way.
It's part of the struggle.
Yeah.
But we have very good answers. Very interesting to see the different perspectives that we have, especially in Northern Europe, where we live in different countries,
Countries.
especially. So very nice to hear. But at the end of the day, what we got from this discussion is that the brotherhood is very strong.
Hmm.
Is where we especially gained the the courage to adapt in the new country that we are moving to, where we learn new or good tips,
Hmm.
and also yeah. So it's very nice to hear
Yeah.
the different answers. So we are thinking of moving to our next segment, which is let's sing
Sing and
and dance.
dance.
Um, because time is flying fast.
So now we're excited to see Dominic dance
So this
live.
this segment is where we
Okay.
showcase the musical talent of the brethren from the district of Northern Europe. So if you're ready, as we are,
Let's all watch and listen. Let's sing and dance.
If I get left behind, or the time will pass me by, and I may not see you for a while or call your name, I won't lose courage, for I know it's not the end. We are heading to our new home where we will meet once again, and forever we will dwell. And so I look at the bright side. For us there is no goodbye. Yes, see you later, see you in a while. Look at the bright side. For us there is no goodbye. Yes, see you later, see you in a while. So I'll see you later. Yes, I'll see you in a while. Oh, I'll see you later. Yes, I'll see you in a while.
If every day's a feeling stuck in darkest night, I will lift my head up high so I can look toward the light. Just know I'll complete the race that you have won before. I'll reach that finish line and meet you there when we reach our home. I'll see you then. For now I look at the bright side. For us there is no goodbye. It's see you later, see you in a while. Look at the bright side. For us there is no goodbye. It's see you later, see you in a while. So I'll see you later. Yes, I'll see you in a while. Oh, I'll see you later. Yes, I'll see you in a while.
Oh, I will feel the sadness when I miss you. Thank you, you taught me God is faithful.
He leads us where he wants us to go.
Oh, I just have to be stronger in the faith.
Till we meet again, I'll patiently wait.
Look at the bright side. For us there is no goodbye. Yes, see you later, see you in a while.
Look at the bright side. For us there is no goodbye. Yes, see you later, see you in a while. So I'll see you later. Yes, I'll see you in a while. Oh, I'll see you later. Yes, I'll see you in a while.
Look at the bright side. For us there is no goodbye. Yes.
See
Welcome back to Northern Europe Chronicles. So that's See You in a While, who were performed by the brethren in Oslo, both Oslo and Oslo East, Norway, local of Oslo and Oslo East,
Shout out
and
to the band.
especially by yours truly right here. But before we go to the end of our topic discussion, we would like to read some of the comments that we received from Raquel Person. She says, having friends to a new place will feel you're having a relative away from your country. So that's really true. So your friends, as Lucky said, is your family. Yes. Also here, from there's a lot of comments here, so that's very good to see the engagement po. Or sister or Myrna Akub says, shout out to the brethren who's watching, listening,
Listening,
and
commenting.
commenting. Shout out po. Shout out sa inyo din. And yeah, so after or before we
Conclude
conclude the topic discussion, we have a question. Maybe the last question for everyone.
already. Is it the last
Yeah,
question?
because
Oh,
time flies.
I wish we could
Um,
continue for the next 2 hours because this is so interesting.
yes.
But let's go ahead. Let's start again
So,
with Catherine.
Catherine,
So, how has your membership in the Church of Christ helped you build friendships abroad?
Um, through works of propagation, by sharing our faith in a purpose, like we build friendship from people outside. Like, for example, we invited them to our Bible mission daily and other sports activities that we had in our congregation. That's all. Po.
Yeah, totally agree with that answer. Propagation, the works of propagation, and the different activities that we have in the church also allows us to invite
Mm.
our non-members in the church so that we can build friendships in that way,
Mm.
and also that they can see the many fun activities that we can conduct here in the Church of Christ here in our district.
How about Lucky? How was your friendship, or how has your membership in the Church of Christ helped you build friendships abroad?
Being member in the Church of Christ provided me a community that became my friends, like my own family here in Norway. The shared faith and unity created that strong bond, and I considered myself very lucky because I started here as an au pair and worked my way up. So, and the brethren and my co-officers saw that my struggles when I was starting, and I could say I am truly guided because. Thank God, um, uh, God sent me these people to be instruments, and He continuously sends these people to be instrument to help me on my day by day.
Mm. So you said
Yeah,
lucky, but
you're not just lucky.
you're blessed.
We're blessed
Yes.
So
that we're able to perform our duties together, and as you mentioned, the unity that we have in our
mm,
different locales and district, we are able to serve our Almighty God together, and in that kind of way, in that angle, we can create friendships
mm.
that we can have forever.
How about Glads? The same question to you.
Yeah, being part of the Church of Christ has been a blessing really to me, given that I have found my spiritual family here, people whom I share my faith, values, and love for God. Through worship services, and group activities, and even outreach programs, I've formed deep friendship that continues to uplift me every day. By just attending CFO activities, it became an avenue for me to know more brethren, and to be closer to them.
Yeah,
I agree. Brethren in church, I consider is more than friends.
yeah, it becomes, as you mentioned, a
yeah,
family.
deep friendship,
Mhm.
or of course family.
Yeah,
So yeah, once again,
thank you so much for that answer. So we really appreciate it, and we can also go to Judy. How has your membership in the Church of Christ helped you build friendships abroad?
Yeah, as a membership of Church of Christ, I help to build a friendship abroad because I belong to Iglesia ni Cristo. I meet people every week through worship service of our church and activities. We serve together, share meals, and help each other adapt to life in Finland and give me new friends, both Pins and other international, and support network abroad.
Yes, love that answer. Yes. As we mentioned earlier, you're never alone because our Almighty God will always be there for us to guide us in every step of the way. So the friendship that we create, the bonds that we manage to have, those are just kind of instruments that
Mm.
God has sent to us,
Mm.
so that we may be guided in a certain way,
Mm.
so that we may not be led astray.
Mm.
Because as you mentioned, it's not easy living in this world.
Mm.
So we really appreciate all the answers,
Mm.
and I think it's time now to head
To
into our next segment. Actually,
which is let's learn or let's learn. This segment is where we showcase the unique challenges in the District of Northern Europe through a quick language translation tutorial. So
So-
if you're ready,
let's all watch and
please
listen.
watch this.
Welcome back to Let's Learn. Today, we'll learn some Norwegian words related to our topic of building bonds in a new country. Let's begin. Our first word of the day is friendship. Friendship in Norwegian is vennskap. Vennskap. Our second word is support. Support in Norwegian is støtte. Støtte. Our next word is trust. Trust in Norwegian is tillit. Tillit. Our next word is bond. Bond in Norwegian is bånd. Bånd. Our next word is connection. Connection in Norwegian is forbindelse. Forbindelse. Our next word is unity. Unity in Norwegian is enhet. Enhet. Our next word is encouragement. Encouragement in Norwegian is oppmuntring. Oppmuntring. Next word, culture. Culture in Norwegian is kultur. Kultur. Next word is tradition. Tradition in Norwegian is tradisjon. Tradisjon. Last but not least, community. Community in Norwegian is fellesskap. Fellesskap. That's it for today's Let's Learn. We hope that you've learned something new and keep tuning in to Northern Europe Chronicles. Until next time, vi ses neste gang.
Whoa! Welcome back to Northern Europe Chronicles.
Welcome
Where's
back.
Andre? He disappeared.
He was here a while ago.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he was just here. But let's go back. Let's go back to our broadcast.
Have you learned Norwegian?
Have we all learned?
It's Norwegian. So the language that we learned was Norwegian once again, by our friend Andre.
Our beloved friend Andre.
Our friend.
Shout out to you.
Shout out.
So actually, this time we're now actually gonna greet
Mm.
those who have celebrated their birthday or are celebrating their birthday this month. So let's start with the brethren there in Budapest. So shout out to Jason Ramos, John Kenneth Alvaro, Kevin Jove, John Marlu Benito, Gerald Dawson, and from the brethren, Jane Luna. Happy birthday to you all.
Also from there's no location, but happy birthday to Erna Pasqua, Marit, or also to Marites Nugal, Lizel Rodas, Joy Rogan, Alona Oberio. Happy birthday to you.
We also have those who are celebrating in Vienna West. So shout out Fernando Salangsang, Amanda Perez, Gabriel Levi Alcantara, Marlon Domingo, Jade Calvin Perez, Rolando Perez, Julie Ann Murillo, Adamson Lopez.
Also from Lund, Mikael Winter, Michelle Bautista, Wilson Bautista, Rosalia Heiskanen, Adralen Fisher, Francesca Heiskanen. Happy birthday to
Happy birthday
everyone.
to all, and also ministers, Brother Kevin Heitman, Brother Roland Pineda, Brother Oliver Nugget. Happy birthday! Let's all play. Let's play the happy birthday song.
Birthday greeting
Yeah.
song.
Yes, let's all play that. And listen to that.
Happy birthday to you. Maligayang pati sa'yo. Happy birthday to you. Maligayang pati sa'yo.
Happy birthday to all of our October celebrants. So, right now, it's time for our shoutouts. So, let's go straight to Catherine. Do you have any shoutouts?
Yes, I have. I take a list. Special shout out po and greetings. Good evening po to our district minister, Brother Rizal Basita, and his wife. Shout out also po to Ka Alex Batulan and our overseeing minister, Ka RC Catalasan, and Brother Kevin Heitman. Happy birthday po, Ka Kevin. And shout out to my friend from UK, Brother Gervis Tibayan. Gervis Tibayan. And from Payatas, Quezon City. Hello po, shout out to Brother Francis. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out also to all the congregation here in Poland. And the last but not the least, shout out to all the church officers here in Katowice who are here with me tonight. I cannot name because sa dami na po nila. Good evening po and thank you so much po. Thank you for having me here again po.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What about Lucky? Do you have shoutouts?
Yes, additional birthday greetings to Hugo and Linnea. Happy birthday. Advance happy birthdays to Kuya Bong Nunez, Ate Princess, Kuya Isidro Pancho. And shout out to my husband, Jason, to my dad and mom and sister in Modesto, California, and my other sister here in Norway. I hope she's watching. My relatives in the Philippines, and my Oslo and Oslo East family.
Thank you so much for joining, Lucky. Nice to have you here. So, let's go to Glads. Do you have any shoutouts?
Yeah, definitely. Hi to the Miandalan GWS members and brethrens. I'd also like to say hi to our local minister, Oliver Nagit and his family, and also my family way back in the Philippines, especially to my brother Patrick, who stayed awake up until this time. Hi.
Shout out
to
Patrick, brother Patrick.
How about Judy? Do you have a shout out?
Yeah, shoutout po sa lahat ng taga-lokal ng Helsinki. Also, our local minister, Brother Alexander Batulan, and especially to our tagapangasiwa sa buong Northern Europe, Kabisar, and also my wife, advance happy birthday. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
po.
po.
Once again, also from every one of us, thank you to all the viewers and listeners who were together with us in this broadcast. It's very nice having you with us tonight. Also, thank you to Kuya Tech in the Philippines
Yes.
for your help. And do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to my family here in Norway, to my mom and dad, to my brother Miko, and also to Sebi, my nephew.
Also, shout out to my family, to my wife, to my baby girl. Shout out to to my family here in Norway, in the Philippines, and yeah.
So this is it. It's the end of our broadcast, unfortunately, but we'll see you next week, actually. So we want to thank you once again to all of our panelists, our guests who are with us, and to all of our listeners and viewers. Thank you for watching Northern Europe Chronicles. So see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
In the Bible, it was proclaimed it would be hard to.
We are presenting the Iglesia ni Cristo Sign Language Guide, Android and iOS version.